Apart from one bad end, McMahon has really dominated this match, although he won't be happy with that start. Given Cameron Curtis 2 metres to draw the shot. Just starting to drizzle here at Tweed Heads. So conditions not easy.
So good reply from Cameron Curtis. So McMahon holds the ascendancy by just a solitary shot. It's a good reply from Mark McMahon. Curtis. He's one down. Draw a shot here. He's building something.
No.
Well, Mark is holding one. Dearly love to just pass the jack. Try to beat Cameron's last bowl, which is just behind. Realises that there's danger behind. Well, he's played that bowl pretty well, but Curtis now with an opportunity to make 3 shots. Any touch at all on the jack will result in 3 shots to Curtis.
Well, it needs to be perfect. He's under. May have something to do with the breeze that's gusting around here today. McMahon holds one. Now is this 2? It's close.
Well, Cameron Curtis 2 down, really hasn't got a target to hit, so we'll be just trying to draw this shot. Jack is a bonus.
He's got the opportunity here. He can run off a couple of those front bowls if his weight's right. Well, his weight was good, but he was under. So they'll survey the scene here and find out how many it will be to McMahon. Concedes 2 does Cameron Curtis, so McMahon now advances to a lead of 7-4. Mark McMahon holds the lead by 3 shots.
Well, only needs 2 for the first set, and what a great start by Mark McMahon.
Yeah, brilliant bowl from the Hong Kong international. Now residing in Sydney. So these 2 players both from New South Wales, I suppose we could say.
Cameron Curtis, the professional bowls administrator at the Park Beach Bowling Club in Coffs Harbour. Well, won't be happy with that start. McMahon only needs 1 more to claim the first set.
Well, McMahon is now holding the opening set. That's 2.
McMahon will be very happy with the way the bowls are lying too. There's no target, Steve, so Cameron Curtis, nothing but a draw shot. Game looks to be a little wide. Now starting to bend. Well, can he pull back enough? Great try, but may have got second shot.
So McMahon is holding 1, possibly 2. He can touch the front one. That'll make it count, but it's just under.
Which one is it? It's the back bowl. Back one? Back one.
Well, Cameron Curtis has just been informed that the back bowl is shot, and he'll be conscious to keep off the front bowl of McMahon's. Can't afford to be narrow. Just trying to beat his last bowl.
Lets his own ball out of the wing. Can he clip it in? Well, not quite. So McMahon still holds one shot and a chance to hold a set-winning lie. And tell me, Steve Glasson, how's it the conditions down there?
Conditions are pretty tough for the players today, Steve. The wind's really swirling around from all directions, so to pick a line is making it pretty tough for the boys, but they're handling it well, as you can see by this one coming in now.
So will this be two, or is it still just one?
In this case, he's had his own, but he stayed in there, so it's just the one now.
Very unlucky, Mark McMahon. Played a great bowl.
So Curtis is one down, but he's got a problem, Chewy.
Yes, Steve, really, if he wants the shot, he has to play the forehand, but he must keep off that front bowl. He hasn't played the forehand in this direction, so he'd be looking at getting to the shot bowl, but the line is critical.
Well, if he tips the front bowl in, he's going to give McMahon the set, but he's got a chance to make shot if he can get the outside bowl. How's it look? Well, it's a touch wide. McMahon will pick up one shot, and one it is. So McMahon now is only one away from winning the first set. He leads 8-4.
McMahon only requiring one shot for this first set. Been playing particularly well in this direction away from the clubhouse. As we heard Steve Glasson, the marker, say the conditions are very difficult here today. He's got the line right, but about half a metre short.
The pressure's on Cameron Curtis. A win vital to both these players in this match, in this Group B match. It's a good bowl from Curtis. Well, he needs him that close to stay in this set.
Cameron Curtis will be pleased he has the shot, but unhappy in the fact that it is jack high, something for McMahon to rest on.
Has he got the weight? Well, his line was beautiful. He's short.
Cameron Curtis now switching to the backhand. Needs another close bowl. McMahon will be attacking this head, I'm sure, with his next delivery.
He's on the backhand. He needs to be around the front. He is. Is he going to disturb this jack? Oh, no, but he's just around behind.
Well, Mark McMahon electing to play the backhand. Just trying to get around his own short bowl and resting the shot bowl.
He only needs one for the set. Has he got the weight? Well, he's not up. The three bowls of McMahon's all short of the jack.
Cameron Curtis holding one. Desperately needs another bowl in the head.
Now, is this one too heavy? Touch of the jack would give him three, but it is a bit heavy. He's not happy. So McMahon needs one for the set. So what's the option?
Well, two chances, Steve. Either through the gap on the forehand. Dangerous, he's got no backward, so maybe just electing to play on the backhand. It's only one down.
He's gone for the safe option. Now, can he draw this cold? Has he got the weight to draw it cold in the set? Well, not quite. So Curtis, he too has a chance to make a score out of this. So a chance to make four. He's going to have a go at this, I think. He's got to find the port. If he finds the port and finds the jack, finds the port and finds the jack, not quite. Gee, it was a great try from Curtis. So 1 it is to Curtis. He stays alive in the opening set. He trails by 3, but McMahon needs 1. And Cameron Curtis is 3 behind. His opponent, Mark McMahon, needs 1 shot to claim the opening set. So the pressure's on for some good starts and a differing length.
Yes, Steve, towards the clubhouse. Curtis has elected to throw maximum length. And, well, that's a pretty good start over this distance. Half a metre short. Curtis only needs 4. This man, Mark McMahon, only requires 1 shot for the first set.
He needs to arrive. And Curtis, by throwing the longer end, has found McMahon wanting. He's got 4 bowls. They've both got 4 bowls an end, and 4 here to Curtis who'd give him the set. Getting 4s on an end to this man is not something unusual. He's done it often throughout this tournament.
Well, just overcorrecting, run almost a metre through, but not easy to beat. Mark will be looking at getting this bowl in. He doesn't want to leave it till his last 2 bowls.
He needed to add a couple of metres, but I think he's added more than that. Well, it's good enough for a second shot, I think, or it may even be shot.
Just fell in, Steve. I think Mark's got the shot there.
Now Curtis needs to arrive.
2 chances, Steve, either turning his own short bowl in or sitting the shot bowl. Got a very good line.
Will he turn the shot bowl out or beat it? Well, he's beaten it. Great bowl from Curtis. Now Mark McMahon is 1 down. He only needs 1 for the set, so he'd like to turn this end around now. Put some pressure back on Curtis.
Well, his last bowl was very good. He's looking at this. He likes it.
And will he draw a shot here? Not quite. I think it's a touch short. So Curtis holds 1. You'd like to make it 2 and edge a little bit closer to the 9 that's required to win a set. And how's his line? If he's past the front, he's a chance. Past the front he is. Look at this for a bowl. Well, that's 2 for Curtis. And McMahon needs 1. It's going to be a difficult one to get on this end.
Well, Mark McMahon, 2 down. He looks playing weight onto the shot bowl. Has a chance to take both green disc bowls out of the head.
He's playing with a little bit of weight to dislodge the jack here. He can touch this. He might get them both, will he? Oh, what a great bowl, but has he got the shot? I can tell you that's close. And Curtis has given the shot away to McMahon, and what a brilliant bowl as he claims the first set 9-5. So it's all square in this match between Mark McMahon and Cameron Curtis. The opening bowl from McMahon, just running through the head.
Cameron Curtis had a good look at the flags there. One of the most difficult conditions of all games played in this tournament. One moment It's gusty. Next moment there's no breeze. So players have a lot to contend with to get the right line and length.
He's run through as well. It's a case of, as you can see with those flags.
Just a steady breeze at the moment, Steve, but it really has been gusty on occasions, and these conditions, as we've seen, do lend themselves to big scores, and we've seen several 3s and 4s, so not easy to draw close on a consistent basis. Well, Mark McMahon played a good shot there. Now Curtis needs a good bowl here, otherwise this match could slip away.
This looks better from Curtis. Arrives. It's around the front, so that's good enough for shot. McMahon stays with the backhand. So he'll be trying to get closer than that last bowl of McMahon's.
Well, Mark McMahon, great line. Will he run it? No, not quite. Great try.
14 inches.
Well, Curtis holding one. Doesn't like this side of the rink at all, but is forced to play it. Too many short bowls on the backhand. Just hoping for a good result here.
He's run through. Still he holds shot.
Well, Mark McMahon has 2 seconds. But changing to the forehand, just trying to draw. There's only one down.
Has he got the weight? Just needs to get past the front. Will he get past the bowl of Cameron Curtis? Well, that's close.
Well, Cameron Curtis asked the question of marker Steve Glasson who was shot, and Steve favours the green disc bowl, so Curtis will be careful not to be narrow here.
Well, he's not narrow, but he's a bit too wide. So McMahon has a look. Will he concede one? Yes, he will. So Cameron Curtis picks up one shot. He takes the lead in the second set.
Well, Cameron Curtis deciding not to throw full length this time after dropping 3 the last occasion away from the clubhouse. Back to his favourite forehand. About 8 metres shorter than the last time they played this direction, and well, under the conditions, it's a pretty good start from Cameron Curtis.
So McMahon, he's on the backhand. There's not really any difference between forehand or backhand. Dewey, is there? But some do have a preference.
Well, mainly the conditions dictate. Top players play both hands equally well, Steve. But really, it's the conditions, and I think Mark is favouring the backhand, which is the wider hand away from the clubhouse.
The breeze is up, and Curtis just dwells for a moment.
This forehand is the narrower side of the green, so there's a bit more margin for error. Should you be a little bit narrow, the bowl doesn't run away quite so far. So we can see Curtis's bowl crossing the line now. Well, he's too heavy anyway, but in gusty conditions, Steve, you can put 2 bowls down the same, but you know, they can finish 2 or 3 metres apart, so it makes it very difficult. The players have just got to back their own judgment and try and find a line that they're comfortable with. And Mark McMahon is obviously pretty comfortable. The line on the backhand away from the clubhouse.
So Curtis, he's on the backhand now. And the ball's running through. So McMahon on the backhand. Well, Steve Glasson, 2 questions. Who's got shot and what's the conditions like now?
Well, first question mark's definitely holding 1 with the possibility of 2. It's close to the second, and the conditions are really tough. There's the winds all over the place this morning, and
Is that another one?
it's very close to it. Oh boy, there's nothing in it. Nothing in it.
The marker, Steve Glasson, having a close look.
Very close to 2 down, Cameron, I'd say. Front 2.
Well, the front 2 bowls are counters, so Cameron may be driving at these front 2 bowls.
Well, he is driving. He's driving on the backhand, but he's missed. So McMahon is very close to 2 down. So McMahon is now ready. He's on the forehand. So would there be a preference to either hand down there, Steve?
Not this morning. Like I say, both hands are really playing some tricks, especially as far as grass goes. The wind swirling around. You've seen the boys a couple of times now with bowls hanging out and ducking and that sort of thing. So both pretty tricky this morning.
That's a good bowl from McMahon. So now, how many has he got? Remembering Curtis earlier in this match, in any case, he dropped 3 going this way. He's taken 2 out already. So Curtis now measures to see if the other bowl belonging to McMahon is closer than his. He's conceded 3. So that's a great end for McMahon. He picks up 3 shots. He hits the front, 6-4. And Mark McMahon has won the first set. He's leading 6-4 in the second set. 3 shots away from claiming this match, the all-important match between these two.
And Mark McMahon has definitely handled the conditions a lot better. Very frustrating for players when you see the wind blow the bowls offline. And Cameron Curtis, normally so good under pressure, has been outplayed at this stage of the match. This looks a better start.
Well, it is a better start. McMahon's 1 down. He mightn't be 1 down after this though. That's certainly shot, so great bowl from McMahon. It's edged him a little closer to the 9 required.
Pardon? How far behind the last bowl, mate?
9 inches. 9 inches.
Cameron Curtis is 1 down, and he'll remain 1 down. McMahon has 2 bowls to play. 2 more counters will give him the set and the match. He can put some pressure on by drawing another one here.
Well, Mark has waved the arms as if to say, well, the wind got that, there's nothing I could do about it. I'll just forget about that bowl and probably play the same delivery again, hoping that he doesn't get the gust. Now Cameron Curtis needs a close bowl.
He's one down. Can he make the correction? His line's pretty good. How's the weight? Got the weight to beat the ball? No, he's behind. Now McMahon would dearly love to draw another one here. Instead of put him just one away from the match. He's holding one. Will this be two?
Looks pretty good, Steve. Yes, that's definitely two.
Now Cameron Curtis hasn't got many options here. He's two down, and that'll put McMahon within one of claiming the match. Chewy, will he drive?
Well, Steve, he's had 5 or 6 in the match and he hasn't hit, so maybe he played control weight now. Yes, he's given away the drive. Looking at perhaps just coming around the short bowl and resting the shot bowl, but very difficult shot in these conditions.
Extremely hard shot to play. Well, that's going to be some trouble for him. He's dropped 2 shots on this end, and now McMahon is 1 shot away from claiming this victory, and he advances to a lead of 8 shots to 4. It's on the backhand. He's 1 away from the match.
And tactically, Steve, this is where Mark McMahon has won the match. He's persisted on this backhand, the wide drawing hand, away from the clubhouse. He's really dominated the match going in this direction.
Well, he needs 1. I can tell you, that's a pretty good one. Curtis indicating to Steve Glasson, the marker, to put the chalk marks on the bowl to indicate that it's live if it goes into the ditch.
That would suggest, Steve, that he's attacking early.
Well, he doesn't have any choice. And he hasn't hit one yet, remember? Well, this is a hit.
Well, Cameron Curtis, 5 or 6 drives for no result, but a direct hit on that occasion.
And Mark McMahon needs 1. Curtis is in trouble. So a good start would put the pressure right on Curtis if he's not under enough pressure already. It's a great start from McMahon. Now, what can Curtis do to get back in this match?
Well, Steve, I think he's got to follow Mark's line on this backhand. Looks like, yes, he is playing the backhand, long last. Played a couple of wayward ones early, but he's got to realise that Mark is drawing close on this hand, so it must be the kindest hand of the rink. Now, he won't be too upset with that. Having a look at the line of the bowl, I'm sure we'll see a correction with his next delivery. Although, unfortunately for Curtis, he'll probably be aware that the way McMahon is playing, he will be 2 down when he gets on the mat. Again, we see Mark McMahon with immaculate line on this backhand in difficult conditions. Well, that's not going to make it any easier for Cameron Curtis.
Well, it's not a bad second shot, but there is some room. But Curtis needs to stay off that bowl. He's got to get around it. He's got to draw the perfect shot, or otherwise this game is going to escape him.
Just giving it one more try here on the backhand before he attacks, trying to just draw around the short bowl. Needs to arrive, however.
He doesn't need any more, does he?
Mark McMahon holding 2 shots, may elect now to cover the back. It's a very good situation the way the bowls are lying. Doesn't want a close bowl to give a target to Curtis. Well, Curtis, 2, maybe 3 down, driving, trying to kill this end again.
It's on its way.
Well,
so McMahon holds the shot, and that's all he needs.
Mark McMahon holding the one shot that he requires. Would like to put another bowl close just in case the shot bowl is dislodged. So he'll be just trying to draw another shot. Hopefully not alongside the jack, but...
Well, he'd dearly love to have second shot. In any case, he's holding shot. So Curtis is down match. Sure, he needs a result.
Well, it's a terrible head the way it looks, Steve. The front bowl of Cameron Curtis is the problem. I think he may elect to drive for the jack. Very difficult to draw, so not a very big target. And yes, he's shaping for a drive, so is this the last bowl of this match?
And Curtis is down match. He needs to hit. He needs a hit. Has he got it? Well, he's got his front bowl, so McMahon remains with a shot. And in this vital clash between these two players, Cameron Curtis is out of the match and McMahon has won 9-5, 9-4.
A 9-5-9-4 victory from Mark McMahon, reinforcing the impression that he could yet have a big say in the outcome of Jack High 94. Steve Boylan asked him about the importance of notching a victory at this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, a really important game today, Steve, and it was great to get out there and win in straight sets, especially against Cameron, because also he's got a good record in this tournament and it was going to be a tough match, but I'm really pleased to get through it.
So the conditions were difficult, but the backhand away from the clubhouse, you seemed to favour that, and I think that was a difference.
Yeah, I started on the forehand, and then I realised that maybe I should be playing the backhand, as I wasn't finding the forehand too well. I played a couple of balls in the backhand early and got good shots there, and I thought halfway through I may as well play it consistently and see what happens, and I think that was a very important factor in winning the second set, playing that hand.
Mark McMahon still in with a chance of carrying off the big prize of that Mazda 121 sedan. And you too could be in with a chance of picking up a viewer's prize on our coverage of Jack High 94. Each week of the Jack High series on Nine's Wide World of Sports, Mazda and Thomas Taylor give you the opportunity to win one of 20 limited edition sets of Taylor Ace bowls, all carrying, of course, the Jack High logo. All you have to do is answer the following questions. Name the reigning world indoor singles champion. Question 2, name the reigning world indoor pairs champion, and name the 1993 Mazda International Jack High champion. Simply write your answer on the back of an envelope along with your name and address and telephone number and send your entry to Max Walker's Jack High Bowls Quiz, care of Mazda Australia, PO Box 183 South Melbourne, Victoria 3205. Winning entrants will be notified by mail, and all 20 winners will be announced on the final show of the 1994 Jack High Series. Make sure you join us next week for a big double header. You'll see the world indoor champ Andy Thompson against Northern Ireland's Margaret.